purpose of this trip was to bring our investors to visit us and visit some of the companies and countries that we invest in so that they could get a sense of the opportunities that exist in these markets, but also the challenges. Really get a better understanding, a holistic understanding of the whole ecosystem.
Well, we started in Nigeria.
The train from Abuja to Kaduna was really a big surprise. It was a brand new railroad as far as I could see, far better than anything we have in the United States.
We went to Kaduna to visit one of our portfolio companies, Tomato Joss.
I think there's only so much that video or websites or brochures can do. When you come out to the farm, you can see the scale of what we're doing. You can actually look and compare our farm and our farmers' farms to the local farms next to them, and you can really see the difference in the impact in the crops and in the farmers themselves. Currently, Tomato Joss has 500 hectares of land and the largest open field tomato farm in the entire country.
I was just blown away by the farm itself that they're working on. I just thought that it was a brilliant model for building a successful enterprise, while at the same time having a huge impact on the lives of all the people around that community.
The world, as we all know, is becoming more global. I think the whole world needs to look at what's going to be the third largest country by 2050 and look at ways to support it through business.
Well, from there we went to Ethiopia.
The last time I was here, I was at the Emperor's Palace, and we actually saw Haile Selassie's convoy, his motorcade coming up the highway. It was pretty exciting. The last time we were here, it didn't look anything like this. It looks like a modern American or European city in many ways now. Today we find ourselves at the Mbessa Shoe Manufacturing Company in Addis Ababa. It's an enormous, 300 meters long and several floors high. It's a huge facility. By any standard, this is a world-class manufacturing facility in Ethiopia. I guess I didn't expect to find that when I came here. It's quite a pleasant surprise.
The quality of the leather really caught my attention. It's very nice, very fine leather. I easily saw a few pair that I'd like to purchase today.
We then went to Western Uganda, where we visited a company there that's a vertically integrated agribusiness.
Since we hit the ground in Uganda, we've been on the go, coming here to a more rural area in Uganda. It is so beautiful. And we had an amazing sunset last night and an enormous moon that was gorgeous and red as it was coming up off the horizon. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful country. So the trip for me will be 10 days. We are on day 7. We are currently at an Agilis Partners processing facility and have been touring all of their farms.
We manage about 15,000 acres of land where we're growing both corn and soybeans, as well as some sunflower and sorghum. We feed over 500,000 refugees and individuals within the East African community a year in our current production, work with over 15,000 farmers, and are really a market leader within Uganda in a really exciting and large industry.
We are operating in a highly capital-intensive business, and outside of a long-term capital view, it would be very difficult to continue to grow our business.
Corn market within East Africa is about $4 billion large. We're the largest player, or top 5 larger players, and we're not touching more than 1% of that total supply, which means that as a market leader, we have enormous potential to grow.
We're extremely grateful for the partnership with the Vested World. Our vision is that we can steward that capital. We can continue to grow it for Vested World's investors as well as the existing shareholders.
we ended our trip in Kenya, where we spent some time in Nairobi, visiting some of our portfolio companies there and other companies that are in the pipeline.
This was my first time to come to Kenya and was just impressed with the level of development.
I had the opportunity to meet Mobius and see their operations and was very impressed about what they are doing in bringing the full car manufacturing here to Kenya for the first time.
And then finally ended with a little rest and relaxation at a game reserve very close to Mount Kenya. The purpose of this trip was to give our investors exposure to the countries and the entrepreneurs that are building the companies that we're investing in. Visiting 4 countries, taking 6 flights, trains, very long car rides.
As far as highlights of the trip, my goodness, food's been unbelievable. Wherever we've gone, entertainment, it's been excellent. And you know, where we are today to end up the trip is really a highlight, I have to say.
Being able to bring those investors along on a trip like this, to be able to meet a myriad of entrepreneurs solving a myriad of problems, has been the best part of this trip for me.
It's always fun, especially when you reach my age in life, to be exposed to young people that are just so passionate and excited about the future, about the things that they want to do.
You know, Vested World really understands that, you know, while driving impact, you have to build a very strong company, a company that gets to profitability and continues to grow and scale, managing your financials and your revenue to really help scale and grow and hit the big numbers.
And as an investor in Vested World, that's music to my ears. Not everybody is going to have the same type of experience that my friend Jim and I had. I mean, I think this is something we're going to remember for the rest of our lives and be able to talk about. It's been a great experience for me.